And you've had a tough campaign yourselves, you know, the recovery, I suppose, from a very hard-fought Munster final as well. We saw how much maybe it took out of Kieran in the opening stages last weekend. Take a similar amount out of yourselves, even though Limerick came through in the end?
Yeah, look, of course, it was great to get this 4-week break. I think mentally you're a lot fresher going into Sunday week. Bodies feel great, and like we're after two weeks of hard training as well. You know, like we were back training 3 days after the Munster final, so we were really looking forward to Sunday week, and we really hit the ground running.
I suppose after such an intense round robin competition, with games coming thick and fast into the cauldron that was that Munster final, how important is it when you're going that direct route to have the bit of a break to kind of to recuperate or to do the recovery between those semi-final and Munster final? Yeah,
look, it's great. I think your bodies will always kind of get through it. It's just mentally to have that switch off. Well, it's not much of a switch off, but like you don't have that match coming up, I suppose 2 weeks after a Munster final, tough Munster final, and just to have that bit of a break, it really does help you mentally freshen up a bit.
That Munster final, as good a test as you could have going into an All-Ireland semi-final?
100%. Sure, I think it was brilliant for everyone involved in the game and for everyone watching on. It was a fantastic game of hurling, tough, massive intensity, and it was a great game to be involved in. So yeah, I think it's a great to help us prepare for Sunday week.
In terms of the season as a whole for Limerick, do you think you are where you would have wanted right now in terms of performance levels?
Yeah, definitely. Look, we're a team. We're building. We've been building since the league. I know our league campaign wasn't great, but we have kind of built from there. I think each game we've gone out, we've kind of improved, and hopefully we'll continuously improve now for Sunday week.
Just in terms of your own performances and your last couple of years, if I think back to this stage of the competition in 2019, the All-Ireland semi-final, you came in to the game at that stage. If you can think back, what changed in I suppose your own performance levels or preparation that saw you maybe force your way into the reckoning from 2018 to 2019, and you haven't looked back since?
Yeah, look, I've been learning from lots of guys around. We've a great group of lads there, and picking the brains of the players and the backroom team, and having Caroline there as well, it has been massive. But I suppose I've also matured over the last number of years. I suppose starting out in 2016, I was playing in the forwards, and then eventually switched back into the backs. And I think I've just continuously, when John and Paul brought that challenge to me, I think I tried to meet it head on and tried to use all the resources around me to help to improve my game and get to, I suppose, where I am today.
Yeah, I think between senior and under 20s, you've probably played midfield, wing forward, as you said, corner forward. When it's put to you that maybe there's a switch to wing back as it initially was, or corner back, what were your initial thoughts?
I suppose I remember even it was about a week before playing Waterford League, Paul Kinnerk came up to me and kind of mentioned it to me, and I suppose I just have so much trust and faith in Paul and John and the lads, and when they made that decision, I just was happy to give it a go and see how things went.
So you do have a couple of people in the family that you can bounce a few things off in terms of defensive nuance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my uncles and my dad were great help, but I also have some great players that I could bounce off as well. The likes of Mike, Richie, Sean, Finn, Dan Marcy, Aaron Costa, all these guys provided such great advice to me going forward. And the same with Paul and Sean O'Donnell. They provided great resources for me to help get to, I suppose, a grasp of the position.
And it's a very different position, we'll say, to one that maybe your Uncle Declan would have filled back in the day or whatever. The cornerback role has, changed. I think particularly your cornerback role, that maybe more often than not you're often maybe a free man in the Limerick defence.
Yeah, I suppose it's kind of the way teams set up against us. I kind of have that. I suppose Paul gives me that kind of freedom to I suppose get forward a bit more. Yeah, look, I suppose it seems to suit me a bit better, and I'm enjoying playing there at the moment.
Yeah, and I suppose a lot of ball in hand and maybe the start of a lot of moves.
Yeah, I suppose for sure we've two other lads that can get forward too there in full back line with Sean and Mike, and they're not afraid to get forward when they can as well. But it's a position that I've grown to really like, and hopefully we can keep things going now.